Madden NFL 23, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC South. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans, and it's all up next.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Has us all set, and we are underway from Nashville, Tennessee. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former third-round pick back in 2012, and that's the quarterback, Nick Foles.
When you look at Nick Foles' career in total, you wonder to yourself at times, why has he not been a consistent starter in the league? Because when he's on, he can take a team to the Super Bowl and win it, as he did with Philadelphia.
Now Foles. And his first look is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Foles. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Foles had his hands on it, but dropped it. mistake. Third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no action here but to throw it away. Not the opening position they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill going to the right here and finding Burks. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And they might be thankful that this game is tied because the rushing game has not shown up yet. They're in single digits total as a team through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these 2 defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tannehill. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
But there's an incompletion part. Through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's Rodgers on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So these two teams will take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium as we're through 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. Pass complete to Allen Cox. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Foles. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Out come the Titans now. They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in a tie game with a little time. So how do you handle this? What do you do here, Charles?
Everybody wants to pick up as much yardage as possible. But the weird part is for field goal kickers, being in really close sometimes puts more pressure on them because it's much more of a position kick as opposed to just going ahead and letting it out and letting it thump. A lot of guys like a little bit of distance because you know they can handle it, and it's a more natural swing of the leg.
So maybe getting inside the 20, not that big of a deal.
Not that huge of a deal. Sometimes that messes you up with the angles depending on which hash mark you're kicking from.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So now Randy Bullock with an important field goal try here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And still nothing on the scoreboard. It remains a scoreless tie.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
On 2nd and 10, Foles. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Timeout here called by the Titans. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This will be from 53 for the win. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Titans who will control the football first here in overtime as we're back underway. Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime, they've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind him in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Well, they only need about a half a foot. It's overtime, but they're back in their own territory.
And you know those decision makers that are battling inside the head coach's mind right now? One saying, hey, offense is pretty good. Other one saying, no, rely on your defense. That's what you've got to decide in this situation. Where do you have the confidence? That determines what you're going to do.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
From the 25 on second down, Foles. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. One overtime. How about two? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They begin with Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers.
He's got him in, complete.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
A huge play there in overtime. 41 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. This to win it in overtime. And another timeout taken by the Colts. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And he got it! The kick is good! And they have won it here in double overtime. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.